Now in a valley called Elah. 1 Samuel chapter 17 is where this story takes place. The greatest battle in the Old Testament was not between two armies. The greatest battle in the Old Testament is between two people, between David and Goliath. And I believe, I'm convinced, we are within 200 yards of where the actual event took place. The Bible says this in 1 Samuel chapter 17, verse 1. Now the Philistines gathered together their armies to battle and were gathered together at Soko, encamped between Soko and Azekah. And Saul and his men were in the valley of Elah. So the Philistines were stationed, their army in Soko, which is over that area. If you want to view that way, Matt, you can see the hill area. This is Soko.
Direction of the Mediterranean.
Okay,
Direction of Gaza.
Yeah, Gaza, that's the Philistine region.
Towns,
yeah,
exactly.
The Philistine towns are that location. So that's Soko. Then it says that the Israelite army was in the valley of Elah, up on the mountain up there. So you can see the mountainside up there. Bible says every day for 40 days, King Goliath would come down, cross over, and the Bible says really go towards their side. In fact, one of them says, "Have you seen this man who has come up to our camp?" So I mean, he was blatantly coming over, cursing their God. Finally, David shows up from Bethlehem, hears this, and he's going to take on this giant. He's going to challenge him. And I thought, here we have a giant from the Philistines. Now we need a fighter for the Jews. Who should be coming out to fight him? Saul. He's the giant of the Jews. He's head and shoulders above everybody. But he isn't coming close. He's a coward. He has the look of a king, but not the heart of a king. He's looking for somebody else. Remember, he gives all these, if you do this, I'll levy your taxes, I'll let you marry my daughter, give you this money, trying to find somebody to do this. So we see Saul doesn't go. And I thought Saul had a different perspective than David. When Saul looked and saw Goliath, he saw a giant bigger than him. So if he's bigger than me, he's better than me. David saw Goliath and thought, my God is way bigger than you, so I can beat you. That was their perspective. And so we see that he was not trusting in his ability, he is trusting in God's ability. So he goes down into a brook. And what do you know? We're standing in a brook. And the Bible says he chooses 5 smooth stones. Now let me ask you this, why 5? He only needs 1 to kill Goliath, right? Why 5? Do you know that Goliath had 4 brothers? Maybe he got 4 stones. He's going to take the whole clan out. We don't know. But he takes 5 smooth stones. And the Bible says that when they're standing across, Goliath sees this and starts making fun of David. And it's amazing to me. David puts the stone in the sling and starts running at Goliath. I mean, that's amazing to me. I mean, it's one to talk the talk. But now he's running at Goliath. And I'm thinking Goliath is thinking, this kid has some spunk. I mean, I know I'm going to kill him, but this guy, I like his heart. And he's coming out, and the Bible says he lets that stone go, and it hits him in the forehead. The Bible says it sunk in his forehead. And that's the part I would have loved to have seen. I could just see him staggering back and forth, and then just falling over, and then defeating them. So we know that he cuts off Goliath's head. He's victorious over the Philistines. And so what I leave you with is this. How are we going to look at life? Are you going to look at it from Saul's perspective? Or are you going to look at it from David's perspective? See, Saul looked at the Goliath and looked at his surroundings. He looked at his circumstances and thought, he's bigger than me. I can't win. David looked everything from God's perspective. David said, you know what? His head is so big, I can't miss. There's no way I can miss this guy. And so he puts him down, he kills him, and the Israelites defeat the Philistines. And so now we're going to take some time. You're going to go look for the other 4 stones. I've already got the first one. This is the original. And you go find the other 4, and then we'll be on our way.